Hey everyone! Get ready, because today we're counting down the top 3 rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket or old change jar, and these aren't just worth a few bucks. We're talking $10,000, $50,000, even over $100,000. Face screaming in fear. These coins may look ordinary, but a tiny detail could turn them into a life-changing discovery. Make sure to watch until the end, because you don't want to miss the number 1 coin that's shocked collectors and made people rich overnight. Let's dive in and see if you've got one of these treasures. Let's start with a little bit of history. The 1967 quarter looks like a normal coin, but it was made during a very strange time in U.S. coin history. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver. But in 1965, the government stopped using silver because it was getting too expensive. So from 1965 onwards, quarters were made with a mix of copper and nickel, also known as clad coins. That means the 1967 quarter is not silver, or at least, most of them aren't. But here's the crazy part, a few of them were still made using silver blanks by mistake. And that's where the big money comes in. Also, during 1967, the U.S. Mint was trying to stop people from hoarding coins. So, they made a big decision. They removed mint marks from all coins between 1965 and 1967. That means you won't see a little D or S on your 1967 quarter. No mint mark at all. It makes these coins harder to track, and even more mysterious when something rare shows up. Now, not all 1967 quarters are worth big money. Most of them are only worth face value, just 25 cents. But a few rare ones have mistakes called mint errors, and these are the coins collectors are dying to get their hands on. Some of these coins were struck twice by mistake, or stamped off-center, or even printed on the wrong kind of metal. Some of them were struck on leftover silver planchets, meaning the blank coins meant for older quarters somehow got mixed in with the 1967 batch. These accidents make the coins incredibly rare and valuable. So, how valuable are we talking? Well, get ready. One 1967 quarter that was struck on a silver planchet sold for almost $10,000. Another one, that was struck on a dime blank, yes, a smaller piece of metal meant for a 10-cent coin, sold for over $20,000. A double-struck 1967 quarter, where you can see 2 overlapping designs, went for nearly $5,000. And it doesn't stop there. A regular-looking 1967 quarter in near-perfect condition, graded as MS-68 by coin experts, sold for more than $8,800 just because it was in such great shape. There are even rumors of private sales where a rare silver 1967 quarter in perfect condition was sold for over $100,000. That's the kind of money we're talking about. From one single quarter. So how can you tell if your 1967 quarter is worth anything? First, you'll want to weigh it. A regular 1967 quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. But if your coin weighs around 6.25 grams, it might be silver. That's a big clue. You'll also want to look at the edge of the coin. Most clad coins have a copper line around the edge, but a silver coin won't. If there's no copper showing and it's a 1967 quarter, you might be holding something special. Next, look closely at the design. Use a magnifying glass or a coin loupe. If the coin looks blurry, doubled, or off-center, it could be an error coin. Also, check the condition. Coins that look brand new, shiny, with no scratches or wear, are worth more. These are called mint state coins. If your coin looks nearly perfect, it might be worth sending it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC to get an official grade. This can make the value go way up. Another important tip, never clean your coin. Cleaning a coin might make it look shiny, but it destroys the surface and lowers the value a lot. Even a rare coin will lose most of its value if it has been cleaned. Always keep it as you found it. Now, don't get discouraged if your quarter isn't worth thousands. Rare coins are hard to find, but people are discovering them every year. Some are found in old coin jars, others in pocket change, or from coins passed down by parents or grandparents. The key is knowing what to look for and paying attention. So, the next time you see a 1967 Washington quarter, don't just toss it aside. Hold on to it. Look at it closely. Weigh it. Check the edge. And if something looks odd or interesting, you might just have a treasure in your hands. There's always a chance. People win the lottery, but finding a rare coin might be even better, because it can happen from something already sitting in your house. Thanks for watching this video. If you learned something cool today, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss more coin tips and rare finds. Share this with your friends and family too. You never know who might be holding on to a small fortune without even knowing it. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're going to check your quarters now. Remember, your next big discovery could be just one coin away. Keep checking your change, and good luck. Let's go back to the year 2000. The U.S. Mint created the Sacagawea dollar to replace the older Susan B. Anthony dollar. The new coin had a golden color, a smooth edge, and a picture of Sacagawea, a Native American woman, carrying her baby. It was meant to feel new and special. The coin was made in two places, Philadelphia and Denver. The Denver coins have a small, D mark on them. That's where the most valuable ones come from. The 2000 D version. Now, most of these coins are still just worth $1. They were made in huge numbers. But a few rare ones have mistakes. And these mistakes, called mint errors, make them super valuable. The biggest and most famous error is called the mule coin. This coin is unlike anything else. One side has the normal Sacagawea design. But the other side has something that should not be there. It has the head of George Washington from the state quarter. Yes, you heard that right. The front is Sacagawea, and the back is a quarter. This is a huge error. Coins like this should never leave the mint. But somehow, some of them did. Only about 20 of these mule coins are known to exist. That's what makes them so rare. The very first one was found in a roll of coins from a bank. Someone opened a regular roll of dollar coins, and boom, they found one. That one coin sold for nearly $30,000. Later, more were found, and prices went even higher. One sold for over $40,000. Then another hit the auction block and sold for a massive $192,000. That's just one coin. And if another one comes up for sale, it could sell for even more, maybe over $250,000. Can you imagine that? A single coin, sitting in your change or in a drawer, worth more than a luxury car or a down payment on a house. And the best part? These coins were found by regular people, not collectors or coin dealers. That means it could happen to you too, but the mule coin isn't the only one that's valuable. Other 2000 D Sacagawea coins are worth good money too. If your coin is in perfect shape, with no scratches or marks, it might be worth hundreds or even thousands. One coin graded as MS-68, which means it's nearly flawless, sold for over $3,800. That's a lot of money for a coin that still looks the same as every other $1 coin. There are other errors to look for too. Some coins were struck off-center, which means the image is not in the right place. Some were struck twice, showing double images. A few were made on the wrong type of metal, which makes them really stand out. All of these mistakes can raise the value of the coin a lot. So don't ignore a coin just because it looks strange. That weird coin could be the one that changes your life. Now let's talk about how to check your 2000 D coin. First, make sure it has the D mint mark. You'll find that small letter near the date on the coin. That tells you it was made in Denver, where the mule errors happened. Next, look at both sides. If one side has Sacagawea and the other has George Washington from the state quarter, stop everything. You may have a mule coin. Also check the edge of the coin. The Sacagawea dollar has a smooth edge, while a quarter has tiny ridges. If your coin has the wrong edge, that's another clue. If the coin looks very shiny and clean, that's also a good sign. Coins in high grades are worth more money. If you think your coin is special, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can ruin its value. Just place it in a small plastic holder or wrap it in soft paper. Then take it to a coin expert or send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you how rare and valuable your coin really is. You might be thinking, this can't happen to me. But it already has, for other people. Regular folks have found these coins in change, in coin rolls from the bank, and even in old jars of saved coins. It doesn't take a pro to find a treasure. Just a sharp eye and a little bit of luck. Hey, don't skip this video. That old quarter in your change drawer, the one that says 1776 to 1976, could be worth $50,000, $80,000, or even over $100,000. Yes, really. It may look like a normal coin, but some of these bicentennial quarters are so rare and valuable, they've sold for more money than a luxury car. And the best part? Many people don't even know they have one. So stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you how to tell if your 1776 to 1976 quarter is one of the rare ones that could make you rich. Now let's go back a little. In 1976, the United States was celebrating its 200th birthday. To mark this huge event, the U.S. Mint made special coins for a short time. The quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins all got a new design. For the quarter, instead of the normal eagle on the back, they put a picture of a drummer boy and a torch. On the front, they still used George Washington, but the date changed to 1776 to 1976 to honor the country's birthday. Millions and millions of these quarters were made, so most of them are only worth 25 cents today. But some of them are different. A few have rare mistakes, called mint errors, and some were struck in special ways. These are the ones that are worth big money. One bicentennial quarter with a rare error sold for over $80,000. Another one that was in perfect condition and made of silver sold for over $100,000. These coins are not common, but they are still out there. Some are hiding in old jars, coin rolls, or even in your pocket change. One of the rarest types is the double die. That means the coin was stamped twice by mistake. You can sometimes see this around the date, the words, "In God We Trust," or in the details of the drummer boy on the back. If the letters or numbers look like they have a shadow or are slightly doubled, that's a huge clue. Another rare version is when the coin was made on the wrong metal. Most quarters from that time were made of copper and nickel, but a few were struck on silver by mistake. Those are very valuable, especially if the coin is also in perfect condition. Some quarters were struck off-center. That means the image is not right in the middle. Part of the coin design may even be cut off. These types of error coins are rare and can be worth thousands of dollars, depending on how big the mistake is and how good the condition is. There are also quarters that were struck on dime blanks. These are much smaller and very odd-looking. These mistakes are so unusual, collectors are willing to pay a lot of money for them. So, how do you check if your quarter is rare? First, look at the date. It must say 1776 to 1976. Then look closely at both sides. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Check the letters and numbers for doubling or odd shapes. Look at the edges too. If there is no copper color and the coin is very shiny and heavy, it might be silver. You can also weigh the coin. A regular quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. A silver one will weigh more, about 6.25 grams. That small difference can mean big money. Next, check the condition. A coin that looks brand new with no scratches, no dirt, and full details is worth more. Collectors pay the highest prices for coins in mint or near mint condition. If you think your coin is rare or in amazing shape, don't clean it. Cleaning can ruin the value. Instead, take it to a coin expert or send it to a coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you if it's the real deal and how much it's worth. People have found rare bicentennial quarters in coin rolls, garage sales, old boxes, and even in pocket change. You don't need to be a collector or an expert to find one. All it takes is knowing what to look for. And now, you do. That one quarter sitting in your house could be your ticket to thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. So go check your coins after this video. Tell your friends and family to check theirs too. You never know who might be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. And if you learned something today, give this video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you found any cool coins or if you're going to start checking your change now. Thanks for watching, and good luck. You just might be one coin away from a life-changing discovery.